Hello guys, it's Max here from Daily Market Movements, and in front of me we have the Nasdaq 100 futures chart. Yesterday we got absolutely hammered here in the Nasdaq 100 and we ended the day down at 12,800. In today's trading session, which is Friday, we have rebounded rather nicely. We're currently trading up at 12,865, which it is positive. The fact that we haven't broken down lower is definitely taken as a positive, because the old saying goes, don't catch a knife going into the weekend. So it's quite nice to see that some traders have bought the dip here. I've had a lot of people on my YouTube channel leave comments over the past couple of days saying, Max, how does rising interest rates affect the tech stocks? And the reason that you're seeing tech especially fall and the Dow and the S&P 500 kind of stable, if you look at the Dow, it's still trading pretty much at all-time highs. S&P 500 is trading roughly 50 to 60 points below its all-time high, where the Nasdaq 100 has had a clear big pullback over the past month or so. And the reason being is because a lot of these tech stocks have very high valuations. They're what you call growth and story stocks. So you have the likes of Tesla, for example. It's a massive story stock. It's most people who have bought Tesla are projecting them to be making a certain amount of billions profit in 2026 or 2030, for example. Okay, and when you have interest rates which are hiked, this then affects their cash flows. So the amount of money that investors were anticipating them to make in 2026 has all of a sudden been slashed due to rising interest rates. So all of a sudden these investors then have to recalculate their projections for this particular company, and it will their income or their sales will likely be a lot lower than what the investor initially calculated. So all of a sudden that then brings down the valuation for the company, and that's why you have seen some profit taken where a investor will de-risk their portfolio and perhaps buy more of the value stocks, which have had a really big hammering since March 2020. So that's why tech particularly has been affected over the past 4 to 5 weeks. But that being said, guys, I think I showed you in one of the videos earlier on this week that historically, whenever the tech stocks pull back, they do find buyers and they do trade back at all-time highs. So have we been in this situation before? Yes, several times, dating back to September. Then there was, of course, last March, but we've always bounced back, and I don't expect anything different here. It's just a matter of when, but when the markets do bounce back, you want to be invested. So if you're a day trader and you're watching this video, please trade very, very small. You don't want to be throwing around big money, because it's very unpredictable. I don't care who you are, even if you're Warren Buffett. The markets are extremely unpredictable. Yesterday many traders were anticipating the markets to move towards the upside, but the 10-year yield note, for example, just started rising, and then we've had this massive pullback where we fell roughly 3% in yesterday's trading session. So if you are a day trader, invest very, very small. If you're a investor, meaning that you trade more medium to long term, stay invested. Okay, the markets will bounce. I myself, I'm a massive investor. I have a lot of money invested in some of the biggest tech companies like CrowdStrike, like Neo, Tesla at this moment in time, and you want to stay invested because the bounce will come, and when it comes, you want to be, you don't want to be left out on the sidelines. So don't focus too much where the market's going to be tomorrow or at the end of next week. Focus more of the medium to longer term picture, where the market's going to be in 3 months or 6 months, in 12 months. And my guess is that we will be trading well above the 14,000 price level. So for that reason, I am a buyer. I have no interest in selling the Nasdaq 100. What I would like to see going into the trading week next week is us to trade back above the 50-day EMA, which is currently around at 13,000 level. If we can get that daily close above 13,000 level, that would be fantastic. But what we have created here, guys, from a technical perspective, is a higher low. We found the floor down at roughly 12,300, and then now we've bounced at 12,800. So this is technically a bullish sign from a technical perspective, and I do anticipate us to be trading back above 13,000 going into next week. So for that reason, I'm a buyer, no interest in selling. 13,000 is my target going into Monday, but I've got my take profits up at 13,300, 13,500 and 13,900 on the trades that I opened at roughly 13,000 earlier on this week.